The Psychotic Time Wasters present Whose League Is It Anyway? Season 4. This season starring the fine print is just as deadly as his skills. It's a GrinchyOne. Holy crap, here comes angels, and they do not look too happy. It's PTW Vogue. Put the points in the bag and everybody gets hurt. It's PTW Wizards Lizards. What you gonna do when Ziatora runs wild on you? It's Ivern. Serving up pain made to order, it's Astus. And boots and cats, boots and cats, and 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 boots and cats. It's PTW Guitar Man. He's gonna break in at night and wreck up the place. It's PTW Kink. She has no idea why everybody's so aggressive. It's Daphios. Get on the ground, nerd. It's King Craig. What's up, everyone, and welcome into the season finale of Season 4. Whose League Is It Anyways? And in tonight's match, we have PTW Kink, Astus Attorney, King Craig, and PTW Vo. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
But if you're new around here, Whose League Is It Anyways is the original Commander League game show on the internet where everything is made up and the points are the only thing that matters. Which is why that's what we're going to talk about right fucking now. Vo, how are those points going into this final match?
Oh, man. Bo's holding it down first place with 37 points. Second, we got Craig and King Wiz with 29. And then for fourth, we got a tie with Kink, Ivern, and Astus at 27. Then we got Guitar Man with 25, Daff with 24, and GrinchyOne with a 23.
Well, it looks like there might be some placement shakeups from this match depending on what happens.
Yeah, one of you guys could definitely push to second place here.
Who knows? Anything could happen. There could even be a boat. Then I will proceed to draw. Draw. Forest. Pass.
Classic.
Draw. Put me down this jangle shrine and pass turn.
I will draw. Plains Pass.
Draw. Ooh-wee. Mountain Pass. Ooh.
Draw. Ooh. We're going to play a secluded courtyard, and we're going to declare warriors as our creature type. Then,
Nice.
we're going to tap 2 for Tenacious Underdog. Unfortunately, no haste. We'll pass.
Card. Forest. And pass turn.
Tap up, keep draw. Play Plains. Give them the classic 2 mana for Giada. I'll pass.
Draw. Forest. Tap 2. For Steven, we're using his full name today. Pass.
Untap and draw. We will play Mountain. Go ahead and tap 3 for Rhythm of the Wild. Creature spells can't be countered, and I can give my creatures Riot when they ETB. We're going to go to combat, and Astus, you were unfortunate enough to not put out a blocker, so 3 to you. Pass turn.
Draw a card. I will play a forest. Tap 3. And play a Rites of Flourishing.
This guy, the hero we need,
That
but
play-
not the hero we deserve.
Play 2 turns per land and draw an extra card at the beginning of your turn. I will then bounce the forest back to my hand to drop a Boros Garrison and pass turn.
I've never been so happy to keep too many lands in my opening hand. Untap, draw, draw. Plains. Go get a little bit of combat damage. We'll go to it, Craig.
I will declare Secure Tribal as a blocker.
He can't fly, bro. What are you
Oh,
talking
is
about?
she flying?
Yes, Craig, the angel has wings.
Feck. Who gave that bitch Red Bull? Sorry.
Thought you knew about my bird tribal.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag should be though.
Main 2, we're gonna pay 3 and cast an Inspiring Overseer. Enter the battlefield. I will draw a card and gain a life. Classic white card stuff. And then we'll do 2 for a Wall of Mourning. ETB, I'll exile the top 3 cards in my library face down. And at the end step, if I have Coven active, which I do, I'll put 1 at random into my hand. 6. So I will move the end step. We'll get 1 of these at random. It'll be this one. I'll pass it through.
Okay, untap, draw. Oh, pretty. Oh, pretty. Forest and a mountain. You pass 10. Suspiciously.
Ho ho ho. Leaving mana open. Untap, draw, and draw. We will
Didn't even
play
sack Steve. What's going on over there?
a swamp and a mountain.
Yeah, I have big plans. It's gonna be the greatest turn ever.
for Agnes. Agnes will enter with a +1 counter from Riot, from Rhythm of the Wild. And then we'll go to combat. Vo, we are going to swing at you with Agnes and Tenacious Underdog. 1 treasure.
I will block the underdog with my 3/2
Okay, we'll trade.
and take 4.
And that'll be me.
I will put down Minsk and Boo, the timeless heroes. I will then take him from 3 up to 4. Put me a hamster on the board. That is a 3/3. And will pass me a turn.
Stir, baby. Untap. Up. Draw. Plains. We're going to go to combat. We're going to go 2 in the air. Kink. Main 2. 6 for Imperial Storm. It'll be copied 1 time. So I will make 2 angels. They'll both get a counter. So I have 2 5/5 angels. And then I will move to the end step. We'll trigger this Wall of Mourning. I will take that one. I will pass the turn.
In your end step, I'm a stack of Steve. Draw. Swamp and mirror landscape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For an Angel of Suffering. And pass the turn.
We will untap. Draw. Mountain. Let's do 4 for Xanagos the Reveler. We are going to 0 a 2/2 Satyr. Tap for a green, sack for a red, tap for a 3rd. For Rada, Heart of Keld. That one is going to come in with haste. Or as long as it's my turn, she has first strike. I can look at the top card in my library at any time, play lands from the top of my library, and I can pay 6 to give her +X, where X is the number of lands. I'm going to look at my top card. It is a land, so I am going to play it. It's Cinderglade. I'm going to look at my top card. What do you got over there now, Vo?
I have
5/5 angels?
2 5/5
That's
angels,
gross
baby.
as fuck. You want to be friends?
Friends.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, that was an easy deal to strike up.
King.
What?
Hit me.
He
Why?
wants if he would take damage, he instead mills twice that many cards.
Hit me.
Okay, I think I can strike this deal.
I don't take damage. You won't get combat damage points for it.
What do you mean you won't take damage?
That's what the card says.
It prevents
I
the
didn't
damage and he
read
mills
it.
cards.
Man, yeah, that's not happening. I'm gonna pass.
I'm going to play me a land. And then another land. I'm going to take you up to a 5. Put 3 more +1/+1 counters on this hamster, turning it into a 7/7 hamster.
Damn.
God damn.
Then tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play an Unnatural Growth.
Oh, that's a big fucking hamster.
It is a big hamster. Let's see what's on the board today. You hit me the one time, but realistically speaking,
That was just for the
like,
points.
just for the points. It was only 3 damage. It didn't hurt too bad. Then Beamtown Bullies, though.
Do
Rocco
it.
remembers a party foul.
Do it.
What kind of psycho wants you to hit him?
Craig likes that kind of stuff. Have you heard his
It-
wife?
You have sufficiently confused Rocco to the point that he's just gonna sit back and chill for a turn. So I'm a pass.
Confused.
Note to
Dazed and
self.
confused.
Want to be hit? Don't get hit.
Tap up, keep draw.
Good strategy.
Gonna go plains. 3 for Angelic Sleuth. It'll earn with 3+1 counters. And it says whenever another permanent I control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, investigate. It'll be a 5/6. And then we'll go to combat. Maybe we give Craig a little bit of what he wants. A little bit of what he wants.
Do it.
Maybe we just try to mill him out. Maybe we just punch him to death.
You'd have to do 80 damage to me.
That's doable. Look, thumbs up. We're here for it. You see how big that hamster was? It's huge. 2 5/5s, Craig.
I will declare no blocks. I will mill 20.
You said 80 would be a lot, but I just got a quarter of that one shot. What are you talking about?
20. There are a few
Excellent.
creatures in there.
I'm gonna then move through main 2 and go to the end step and put this last random card into my hand. I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the bullies. I shall pass turn then.
Untap. And draw. And draw.
Also,
Then-
if anyone would like a 7/4 trampler, just hit me up.
Okay. Then we're going to look at the top card with Rada.
With
We're gonna
haste.
Put it back. I'm going to +1 on Xenagos. We're going to generate 3 red mana, and we'll use that 3 red mana to cast Tuck Rubble Fort.
Tuck,
Now
tuck.
creatures I control have haste. Go to combat. What you got over there, Aestus, for blocker again?
I believe it'll be a 14/14.
Oh, Jesus
hamster.
fucking
Yeah,
Christ. That's
The
right.
hamster
It's
will
the
be
fucking
14 with the
hamster.
blocks. He's just a big
Big
old fluffy boy. He's a chunky boy.
Yeah, he sure fucking is. He's chunk. He sure
But he's
is
just
chunk.
sitting here minding his own business, eating his
I-
steroid nuts and getting
You're
ever
right.
larger.
You're
He's
right.
just sitting
I'm friends with you now, and I'm gonna make you an offering. I'm gonna do this for you, okay?
the rules of the jungle.
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest hamster gets to make the best friends.
Exactly. I'm gonna swing at Vo with Rada.
Declare this wall of mourning as a blocker. It's a 0/4.
Alright. I'll make Rada big.
All will die.
I'll make 1 tap treasure from Agnes and pass turn.
I will draw and draw again. I will play an exotic orchard and a plains. Rocco, the cabaret caterer, is coming to the party, and he's bringing with him some very special friends. We're going to tap 2 for his initial mana cost, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To pull out Rocco the Cabaret Caterer and a Hornet Queen.
Uh-oh.
Not the bees!
I'll have you know I'm allergic.
I don't think anybody is going to be not allergic to these death bees. These death bees come a packing.
Rocco, you crazy. This party doesn't need any bees.
This party needs all the bees.
Who the fuck brings bees to a party? That's all I'm gonna say.
I was gonna
That's
say,
what
he
I'm
just starts
saying.
like throwing beehives around and shit.
He shows
It's
up with a big
party.
platter. He opens the cloche, and it's just full of bees.
Fuck you,
I'm the
Grinchy.
bee man. I hop up on stage and throw bees around.
This is how elementals get down. He's not serving high society in their fancy diners. His clothes are tattered. He is dirty, muddy, tired, and angry, but he can never leave because that elemental is a really, really angry man, and he can make those trees beat him up. So he stays and makes these crazy parties. And on that set, he wanted bees for dinner. So by damn, the caterer that he is, he provided some bees.
Not attending these events anymore.
I'll just uninvite myself. Thank you.
I think that we will take you up and you become a 9/9 ham stew. Not my turn.
The end step, I'm gonna cast Oblation on one of my token angels. Shuffle target permanent into its owner's library, and they draw 2 cards. I'll get a clue when
Yeah.
permanent leaves. So I'll shuffle away a token. I'll draw 2 cards, and then I'll also go ahead and pay 2 and crack that clue and draw a card. 1 tap. Upkeep, draw. Planes. 6 for a Sun Titan. Sun Titan ETB. Targeting the Inspiring Overseer. It'll come back. It'll get 3 counters. Okay, like draw a card. I am going to. Let's do.
Yeah, you know, I know it's. So, yeah, I'll give you the 7-4. You can have the
Oh,
7-4.
baby.
Just no swinging at me for now.
Bullying
please.
time activated.
Yeah, you can swing that wherever you want. At the end of combat, it sacrifices itself, so I get
Simply
it
a 7/4 trample. Okay. Hastus is the problem, and it's not going to do anything, but symbolically, I'll attack him with a 7/4. And we will.
back. I mean, if you can put a count on it, it sacrifices itself at the end of combat.
We'll. That's pretty interesting. I can't do that, though. We'll go 5 at Craig.
Actually, I want that. That's fine. I'll take 5, but I
I
won't
know
take
you
5.
will.
And I'll mow 10.
I'll throw a cabaret in front of him.
Oh my god,
Actually.
he's an animal. Okay, so it's going to trample over 5. Great.
5 points of damage I take. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My game is tutor back. What have I done?
Absolutely delightful, darling. Draw 2. Right, we're going to tap 4 for a Sareth. I'm just going to pass. And at my end step, I have 8 cards in my hand. I'm going to put a Orc into my graveyard.
Lord help us.
Draw. I'm going to look at the top card with Rada. I'm going to put it back. +1 on Xanagos. Gonna make 4 green. Use that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna
What is
play
that?
Sandworm Convergence.
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
Creatures with flying can attack me or planeswalkers I control. And at the beginning of my end step, I make a 5/5 worm.
Got anti-bee technology. What the fuck?
Right?
No, it's okay. It's all right. That's my buddy over there.
Anti-bee. We are going to tap these 3 and sack this treasure. And we're going to have to make an example of all of you.
Oh.
Each opponent separates the creatures they control into 2 piles. For each opponent, I choose one of those piles, and then you sacrifice the pile I choose. Make your pile. Bring out your piles.
Now, I want to remind you that up to this point, we've been some pretty tight friends.
We have. That's true.
I will keep my aerial defense in this pile over here, and my hamster in that pile over there.
I'm going to have Giada with the token and the Sleuth, Overseer, and Sun Titan in the pile.
I'll put the Bullies by itself and Sareth and the Angel of Suffering in the other.
This is a little tough here. In one pile, there's all those death touching flyers. In the other pile, there's that hamster.
That doesn't sound like a choice, but it is.
Just out of curiosity, which one would you like to keep, Astus, since we have been pretty chill You know, we haven't had any gang fights really this match. We're aware of each other.
I
We
would
have
really
mutual respect.
rather be able to protect myself from flying angels. If I was
Okay.
to be completely honest with you.
Here's where I'm at, though.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have you having another hamster.
Uh-huh.
So I'll let you keep those flying angel protection, but I'm gonna come over there and beat Minsk and Boo up. Is that a deal? Or no deal?
Well, it doesn't start off as a giant hamster. It takes a few turns for it to get that big.
That's what
Yeah,
she said.
yeah, yeah. We're still gonna choose the hamster. That's what we're choosing.
All right, so I now have a Hornet Queen and 4 Death Bees.
Vo will take you can keep your commander, I guess, and your token. We'll choose the other pile. Craig, you can keep your commander. I'll choose the other pile.
This is fine.
Yeah, I figured that's
Great
what
two
you wanted.
clues.
Yeah. We'll go to combat. I'm going to swing Rada at Astus, Agnes, Craig.
I will literally murder you on the spot.
Well, then do it, I guess.
Do you want to just change your? Because I will. I will. I. You sure?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already putting my treasure on the field. Do it if you have it.
All right. Tap it. We're gonna put Org onto the battlefield under your control.
Okay.
We'll tap a mountain, and we'll lightning bolt you.
Oh,
Oh,
God, he's
that's
got the fucking
gross.
lightning bolt.
All right.
Oh my fucking God, he's got the fucking lightning bolt.
GG.
I warned you.
Man.
You called my bluff. It just.
That's some
Right.
holy shit.
With lightning bolt on the stack before we leave Kink's turn, I'm gonna cast Sudden Salvation, and I'm gonna bring back my 3 creatures that died.
Oh, you fucking bitch! I'm gonna take so much damage.
Sun Titan trigger. We'll bring back the Emancipation Angel, and its trigger, I will bounce the planes to my hand.
Oh.
Midnight dies in a blaze of glory.
I warned him,
We could beat Craig up and kill him to death.
but I don't have anything anymore. Like I'm no longer
It's
a threat.
about sending a message.
I mean, you killed my friend. Like,
Says the
straight
guy
up.
with a million angels on the field right now.
I was over here with my friend and we were talking business and you came over and put a cap in his fucking head.
Truthfully.
Not to mention, I still remember the last time y'all came in and did your chicanery nonsense, acting like you was my friend. And
Oh,
if it
I
wasn't
don't.
for a stroke of luck and strategic planning, you'd have taken me out too.
Yes.
You Beamtown bullies ain't no good. I will play for my second land in Evolving Wilds. We're going to pull Rocco back onto the board. He will fetch out. I'll pull out Omnath, the Locus of Rage. I'll then take you up to 7 to make this hamster token that reappears at the beginning of my turn a 4/4. So I'm going to take the big B. I'm going to swing at Craig for 2 in the air, which turns into 4 in the air.
I'll take 4.
And I will pass my turn.
Alright, untap. Draw. Let's play that planes that bounce back. Okay. 7 for an Archangel of Strife. As she enters the battlefield, each player chooses War or Peace. If you choose War, your creatures get +3/+0 as long as she's on the battlefield. If you choose Peace, your creatures get +0/+3 as long as she's on the battlefield. I am going to choose War.
I think I'm also going to choose War.
I've never been this scared in my entire life. I will also choose war.
Don't feel scared, Craig. It's just death. We're going to send you into the sun, right where you belong. Yep.
How much?
We're going to go 8, 13.
Well, when you start when you start counting with the number 8, I'm pretty fucking dead.
22, 31, 34, 36.
Oh my.
I guess let's go like this. Yeah, like keep me 1 extra blocker. So we'll hit you for 36, and Sun Titan trigger will bring back the Wall of Mourning. 2, 3. Need to be able to exile 3 cards.
I am pretty fucking dead.
Main phase 2, I'm going to cast a Soul Snare. It's an enchantment. Pay 1, sack it, exile target creature that's attacking you or planeswalker you control. This angel should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters on her. There we go. She's fucking huge. I'll go to the end step and I'll get one of these cards at random. Let's take this one. And I will pass the turn. Do your worst.
Well, let's draw some cards and see what happens. I will enter combat. I'm going to swing with 2 of these here Death Bees.
There'll be 8
That double into
twos.
8.
I will sacrifice the Soul Snare to exile one of the bees. Declare no blocks on bee number 2.
Okay. Bee number 2 goes through for 8. Since the wording on Minskin Boo is that its effect ends at the end of my turn, I'll reduce him from a 10 to a 7. So it's 14 points of hamster damage, and I draw 14 cards. Reliquary Tower. Boom. And then I'll have my second land be a forest. That will make 2 elementals. Bap, bap. I'm going to tap 2 to play an explorer, to draw another card and play another land, which makes another elemental. 7. And I'm going to play Amaria Talandris, who prevents all damage that would be dealt to tokens.
We're going to untap. Draw. I'm going to pay 6 to cast a Subjugator Angel. Her enter the battlefield effect is to tap all creatures my opponents control.
Ah, fuck.
Let's just go to combat. We got 14, 23, 32. Going for the exactsies.
I'm going to take these 2 here for us. Now tap those. I'm going to play me a Druid's Deliverance.
Oh my god.
And when I do that, I'm going to make me another elemental token. Bam.
Move to the end step. I'll get random card out of the wall. And then I have to discard. I'll discard a Victory's Herald and a Patron of the Valiant. I'll pass.
All right. Draw 2 cards.
Damn you, fogs!
All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to play another forest. We're going to make another elemental. 3 to enchant Rocco with Master Chef. He enters the battlefield with an extra +1/+1 counter, for what that matters. But other creatures I control come into the battlefield with an additional +1/+1. 3 to play Invigorating Hot Spring, which comes into play with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. Modified creatures I control have haste. I can remove a +1/+1 counter from Invigorating Hot Spring to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. I only activate this ability as a sorcery. 5 to play a Flame Rush Rider, who comes into combat with a +1/+1 counter on it. I'll tap 2 and 1 to play a Rampant Growth, which I'll use to search for a land, which is going to make another elemental. This one comes into play with a +1/+1 counter on it and gains haste. I'll just remove one of the +1/+1 counters off of the Invigorating Hot Spring and put a +1/+1 counter on this creature so they can all attack. I declare that I enter the combat phase.
Let's go!
And everything gets +3/+0. So Omnath is an 8/5, which doubles into a 16/10. These elementals are 3/3s. They turn into 6/3s, which double into 12/6s. These 2 elementals are 4/4s, which turn into 7/4s, which turn into 14/8s. So these are 14s. The bees are 8/2s. All these are 8s. This Hornet Queen is a
10.
5. That's a 10.
Oh, sorry, 10.
And then the Flame Rush Rider will also attack. When it attacks, is going to make a copy of Hornet Queen, which is attacking, and makes 4 more Death Bees, which will not attack because they don't have haste. So that's all the stuff. Do you have a response?
We're gonna start by using the Soul Snare to exile Omnith. Let's get that out of the equation. We're gonna block an elemental and an elemental. The ones with the counters.
All right, those 2 are blocked.
We're gonna block all the other elementals because they're the next biggest dudes.
All right, those are blocked. That's off the stack.
Leaves a Flame Rush Rider and a bee.
It leaves a Flame Rush Rider, a Hornet Queen, and actually 2 Hornet Queens and 3 Death Bees.
I blocked the Flame Rush Rider because he's the next biggest.
All right, the Flame Rush Rider is a 3/3 plus 1 is 4/4 plus a 7/4 times 2 is 14/8.
And that leaves the 3 bees, which is 24. So even if I can answer the big hornet, I still am gonna die. I think you got it. That's all I can block. I could take 1 more creature off, but I still take. I'll condemn the Hornet Queen.
Okay.
Put it on the bottom of your library and gain life equal to its toughness. So
I'm going to assume that you meant the larger.
You'll gain 4, and I
Okay.
will still take 24 die.
What are some notable scorings from this match, Vo?
Everybody has a 1 commander cast, I believe. And
No, I cast Rocco twice.
I died with mine alive.
okay, there you go. Craig's commander lived. That mad lad.
Mine
so
lived too until I died.
Everyone's lived.
Yeah, I got Godfather.
Mine died 1 time. It died. Didn't it?
No, it didn't die to the pile effect. The
It
pile
didn't
effect
die
you
to the
left.
pile effect. You might be right. So Asus with the 2 commander casts gets the commander text. Boom, bam. I was able to block enough to still have the most combat damage, but Asus gets the 2nd most combat damage. That'll take us to the vote, starting with King for the splashiest play.
Splashiest play is gonna have to go to Craig. Killing me.
Stupid lightning bolt.
Stupid creature.
I tried to convince you to go the other way, but you were so set in your way.
I don't care.
He
Craig.
really wanted
I'm
to
not
use that on
afraid.
me, but he was feeling very threatened.
I just had my commander in play. I was like, don't do it. I will murder you. You were like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not
that's
worried.
fine.
No. Empty threats that weren't so empty.
No, there was definitely a gun in my pocket.
Well, I mean, you never know until they pull the trigger, so. And then 1 point is, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Astis for, all the big creatures he was playing. Splashing it up.
Vote splashiest play for that lightning bolt death. I'll get my 1 point to Vo for taking Mr. Craig from fully alive to completely dead in 1 turn.
I think I want to give 2 to the very large hamster. That's 1 very large hamster. And we're gonna give the 1 to Kink's entire turn. Sandworm Convergence, and then the pile spell, and then just staring down the barrel of the gun. He's not afraid.
Yeah, I will give 2 to Vo for the reanimate after the commander activation, which left me completely unblockable, into the War and Peace Angel. Just completely, I don't know the amount of combat damage you actually achieved through those steps of play, but that I was not expecting that at all. I would not have left myself so open. Yeah, I'll give the one to King for the play that yeah, the convergence. That was a pretty damn good. It was almost a damn good play. You would I swear to God, you were so accelerated at the start of that game.
That'll go back to Kink for the best theme.
Best theme. Well, I'm gonna have to give two to Craig, I think, for pushing me down in the dirt,
What a bully.
and I think I'm gonna have to give one. See, it's a toss up because you both did your thing, but you know, hamsters do not belong at dinner parties. So I'm gonna give one to Angels.
Best theme. I really like what Kink was trying to set up. It didn't really work out because he walked up to a loaded gun and said, "Pull the trigger, I dare you." And it didn't work out well for him. But I definitely like what he was trying to set up. So I'll give the 2 points to him. The 1 point, as much as I hate to do it, I have to give to Craig just because I got history with them bullies
Such a bully.
and their backhand, dirty dealing chicanery, and just capping a dude in the head seems pretty well in theme for how these dudes work. So Craig will get my 1 point vote.
Well, we gotta give the 2 to Aestus. At first, I wrote down for Boo having unnatural growth, which is kind of like thematic with what he does in D&D, and I liked that. And then for Rocco being the master chef, that was great. We gotta give one to the bullies, cause wow, shoved that nerd right on the ground.
Everybody did their thing. Like, this was a good showcase of things. But I'll give 2 to Aestus, even though we're both going for second place. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on in them parties, but I want in.
Party like an elemental party.
It's tough. It's really tough. I think I'll give the 1 to Foe, though. Because there was lots of angels.
Back to Kink for the most valuable card.
Most valuable card, 2 points to Rites of Flourishing. And 1 point to Lightning Bolt.
Lightning Bolt respect. Over to Aestus for the most valuable card.
Most valuable card, 2 points, Lightning Bolt. That bullet with the name of his enemies written on it. He set that down on the table and said, "Try me." And somebody did. And damn it if he didn't use it. Second most valuable card, I'm going to say, is probably that Sandworm Convergence, because if not for that unfortunate gamble, that would have really shifted the direction of the battle. Just because it would have been, not only did it keep me from using my bees and my flyers from being able to ping him for damage, but he would also be producing tokens. Like, it would have had a very big impact, I feel. So 2 to Craig, 1 to King.
I think the make an example played a big role, especially since I had an answer to it and nobody else had a board after that. And I was like,
I had bees.
I had some bees. And I think I want to go the 1 to Minsk and Boo. I think Minsk and Boo did a lot of work.
2 points to make an example for certain. Only because if I had a full board, I wouldn't have done the whole play. Yeah, the whole play pattern after that doesn't happen. Vo doesn't use the reanimate spell. Like, to make an example, at that point in the game, completely changed the entire face of what was going on. Yeah, I think I'll give the 1 to Minsk and Boo as well. That fucking hamster could have murdered. What was it at the end?
At his strongest, he was in 1818 at the time combat started.
That thing could have taken on a fucking Emrakul. You know what I'm saying?
For this game, it's pretty close. We got 4th place going to King Craig with 26 points. We got 3rd place with 28 points going to Mr. Kinkanite. And we have, with 32 points, a draw for first between Astis and Bo.
That is
Wow.
Also, Aces' finishing life total. 6. Which is also double Vo's life total from the last turn.
The standings. First, we got Bo with 37, really holding that lead, cheating his way right to victory. In second is one Mr. Quizzard's Lizard with 28.88 points. In third with 28.4 points, we have Mr. King Craig. 4th place is Astis with 27.67 points. 5th place to Mr. Kinkanite with 27.33 points. 6th place to I've Earned It with 27. I know how to count. He's at 5th or 6th. I don't remember. Then we got Guitar Man with 25.57. We got Daft with 24.17. And we got the GrinchyOne with 22.8. But these are not the final points, because we got bonus stars.
Bonus stars.
Bonus stars.
Bonus round.
The splashiest play star. Who made the splashiest plays? You know, it can't be anyone other than the GrinchyOne, with an average of 4.4 splash votes per game.
Jeez.
Very high average. He loves killing himself.
We should really stop reinforcing that behavior.
The other contenders, Guitar Man with 3.71, and Ivern and Craig with 3.6.
Oh, he was so far ahead of the rest of us. There's a proper blaze of glory right there.
We go on to the next star, the theme star. A lot of thematic decks, a lot of good showings, but one stood above the rest. And it's going to be, with 4.4 points per game, the GrinchyOne. Following pretty closely behind him is Astis with a 4.2, right there behind him. We have, for the most valuable cards played, with 3.6 points, it's going to go to Vo. Somehow squeezing out those points, milking it. Right behind is Wizard with 3.38. I think it's Guitar Man with 3.29. Next, we have what we call Arm to the Teeth, which is the most combat damage dealt throughout the season. Guitar Man takes 2nd place for the most combat damage dealt. And 1st place actually goes to Vo.
Rigged.
Rigged. That brings us to the last bonus star. Our favorite bonus star. The fan favorite bonus star. This is most times being voted for by chat, which is going to go to Miss Daphios with 5 times being voted for by chat. That being said, the bonus stars sadly do not change up the rankings at all. Even with getting 2 bonus stars, he will be at 24.8 And Dath getting 1 bonus star will move up to 25.17.
Oh,
And Grinchy will still be at the bottom.
where he loves.
So that means that once again, the whole system's definitely not rigged. We have Vo coming in first, Wizard coming in second, and King Craig coming in third.
Like this video and subscribe to the PTW YouTube channel to see more content and find out when our new videos release.
Follow the PTW Twitch channel and subscribe for ad-free viewing.
Don't forget to follow that Facebook and that Twitter to keep up with all the good news.
Thank you all for watching.
The price is wrong, bitch.